Huh? He hasn't violated.
Look at him! Bro, the theory stands. Yo, the more thumb-like you are, the higher.
Arrests, the suspect doesn't know their rights, with some corrupt cops who decide to abuse this. But what happens when cops encounter 200 IQ lawyers who know the law better than they do?
If I ask to search the vehicle to verify what you're saying is true, you don't mind?
I do mind.
And this is just one of 5 examples when
Genius lawyers destroy corrupt cops. Oh God, I love this kind of stupid ass fucking video. Oh, it's so
lawyers
good.
encounter and destroy corrupt.
Yeah, algo. This is when the algo really starts kicking, dude. It's hidden. That algo is hidden.
Cops, starting with possibly the most humiliating of them all.
Hey, bro.
Hi, how are you?
How long ago did you get in a crash?
Like a year?
Okay. The reason I pulled you, you can't have white light emitting back.
What do you mean?
Your tag lights, they're supposed to illuminate your tag. Those 2 white lights, all they're doing is shooting straight back. You can't have any white light limiting them back.
So far, this cop's reason for the stop is valid. In the state of Florida, the tag light.
Explain your stance on robberies, bro. Bank heists are cool, and if you're able to pull it off, you should be allowed to keep the money and not go to jail. W crime. I said bank heists are not only cool, but they're a victimless crime. And yeah, especially if you're able to pull it off without hurting anybody, you should be able to keep the money. W wage theft? No, on the other hand, if you do wage theft, you should be hit with the entire book. Throw the kitchen sink at it. If you do wage theft, on the other hand, you should go to permanent prison.
Lights are used only for the purpose of illuminating
I'm Hasan Piker, and this is Max Left.
the tag, and it's considered a traffic violation if they were instead shooting white light. The officer hasn't necessarily done anything wrong yet, but that would change in a matter of seconds.
Or you can still weapon.
That's a very dangerous statement. Wait, what? The statement about wage theft? Yeah. Wage theft equals 1 life sentence plus 1 life sentence for each person you stole from. Yeah. Why don't you slander the Brits more? Because I'm coming to Britland soon. So I'm putting a pause. My dad robbed the same bank 3 times with water guns and a wig. He did not get away, as you can imagine. 3 times? He got away twice. Damn. Seems like he was a victim of just being too good and having some confidence. Earned confidence, mind you. Maybe he should have switched up the bank on the 3rd one, you know? I still do respect it that he was like, this is my territory. Like, you know what I mean? It's a bank I'm familiar with. What? That's a very dangerous statement. Yeah, the statement of that, you can keep the money. It is as if you're supporting. What is your point? Dude, come on, get the clip out. Come on, just clip it. Yes, Hasan loves bank robberies. Okay. God, you guys are so fucking annoying and lame. Yes, dude, I'm saying it's good. Okay? I didn't say that. No, you just want to fucking debate about it and be a boring ass fucking nerd. Jesus Christ. Yes, the point is bank robberies are fucking A-okay. All right?
Holder, any weapons in the vehicle I need to be aware of? Nope, nothing illegal in the car. All right, so after I'm done, if I ask to search the vehicle to verify what you're saying is true, you don't mind?
I do mind, but it might be because I'm a lawyer.
Okay. So you know what consented? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So you have nothing in the vehicle?
I have absolutely nothing in the vehicle.
Okay. And you don't mind confirming that by allowing us to look and make sure there's nothing in the vehicle? As you can imagine, we hear no all the time as they have nothing and we find stuff.
I'd rather not search my car.
Okay, cool. Just hang tight, brother, okay?
Even though the officer attempted to trick his way to search the car, this lawyer knows exactly what's going on and refuses the search request. Police officers need to have.
You're underestimating the trauma a bank heist can cause to the bank or to the cashier. That's why I said if it's not, you know, if he's not harming anybody in the process. Yeah, I said if nobody gets hurt, unless you're talking about the bank's feelings.
Have a probable cause in order to search the car, which the cop didn't have, so he attempted to manipulate the lawyer and get his consent. Oftentimes when being pulled over by a police officer, people believe that they need to answer every question and agree to every condition. But even after you've been detained, you have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions. But if you handle the
Neo-Nazis love robbing banks though. Well, so did Stalin. So it's maybe like maybe that's the real horseshoe.
situation as gracefully as this lawyer did, you won't ever have to deal with a series of trick questions.
All right, Nicholas. So 1, you got to get that fixed, those white lights in the back. Okay? If you keep getting pulled like that, you're going to get tickets nonstop.
I'll get it.
You understand that? That border? Take that border off. Understand that?
When we get home.
Fix that address. Just giving you a warning board. Appreciate it, bro.
The officer realizes
He didn't even own him. Like, what? This is...
he's not getting his way with this lawyer, so he sends him on his way, and things end peacefully. In this next case...
That's it? That's it? Wow, 200 IQ is just a guy who was like short with a police officer. Fucking lol owned.
However, the situation becomes much more aggressive as this lawyer tries to protect his rights.
Two, by law. I have the Fifth Amendment right.
This district attorney was calmly sitting in his truck, waiting to inspect someone's roof when he was approached by the police.
How's it going, man? You live over here, or what's we doing over here? I've had a couple people call in on you.
Something illegal?
Well, no, they're just calling on you saying that I don't recognize a truck in the area. It's my duty to check and see if you live over here or what's going on.
Live over here.
Okay, all right. You working? You see you got a ladder in the back. You working somewhere?
Yes, sir.
The situation starts out civil, but it quickly escalates as the officer asks the lawyer for his identification.
You got a driver's license on you so I can identify you?
Dog, that's not a lawyer. That's a district attorney. What is this AI voice saying? If he's actually a district attorney, this is an entirely different type of lawyer, okay? He is a omega lawyer, okay? He is leveled up in the debate lord. Also, he's a DA and a contractor. Yeah, this is cop on cop violence. Also, you know, I guess Brandon's America, you know what I'm saying? Well, I guess technically this was Donald Trump's America when even a DA can't make an honest living. You know, you got to do contractor on the side. Donald Trump is your daddy. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Have I done something illegal?
Well, I like to identify you, just know who I'm dealing with. Make sure.
Fourth Amendment right, then show it.
Well, if I make a contact with you for a reasonable suspicion call like I am right now.
Being suspicious is a misdemeanor. So,
I don't know if you belong over here. You said you don't, so I don't know if someone over here's got a veto or something against you, and if you got your ID
did
or
I
something.
say I didn't belong over here?
You said you had purpose.
I don't live over here.
Okay.
Okay. I do belong
Okay.
here.
All right.
So, that's as far as I'm willing to take it.
So you're not willing to give me your ID?
I don't have any reason to.
Okay.
The lawyer does not have to show his ID unless he is stopped on suspicion of a crime or traffic violation. Sitting in his parked truck does not fall into either category.
So if you're not from here, I'm not sure if you are or not, because I don't know who you are. Okay.
My plate's right back there. I'm sure you can run it.
Yeah. Okay. So is that how you want me to identify you through your plate?
If that's what you have.
Are you the owner of the vehicle?
Do you suspect that I'm not?
I have no reason to believe you are.
Truck. Wait.
What? Okay.
That's none of your business.
It is my business.
No, it's not. How? Why is
It's funny because, I mean, this is the one guy that knows that it's not your business. Like, genuinely. Like, he is a cop lawyer, okay? He's not just a lawyer. He is a cop. He's a cop lawyer. God, cops are so annoying. Jesus Christ.
it your business?
Because I want to make sure you're not going to break into these houses or anything like that.
That's crazy, man.
I don't know. You have a ladder. You have a ladder.
Now the cop is starting to get more aggressive. You can tell that he's upset that the man won't listen to him. Sometimes cops just expect everyone to do what they say without question, but this lawyer is not about to let that happen.
And my plates.
Date?
Go CIC or
Do you have a date of birth then? Because I have to run it with a name and date of birth.
I'm not going to answer that question.
So you're telling me how I should do my job, yet you're not allowing me to do my
I'm
job.
standing up for my rights.
And I understand that, like I said.
I haven't done
but
anything wrong.
I'm doing my.
This is the day he became a woke. He became a woke DA. This is the day that this guy turned into a George Soros DA, dude.
Job,
Okay,
conducting an investigation.
I haven't committed a crime. I'm sitting here in front of a
Tell me these aren't paid too much. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry, but like this does not strike me as a profession that is in a dire need for more funding. Okay? It just doesn't have those vibes at all. I feel like they just sit around and twiddle their fucking thumbs all goddamn day and annoy people.
which is perfectly legal.
Well, you're not.
You try doing their job for a week? No thanks, dumbass. Oh, the anti-bank robbery nerd is in here still. Yeah, I'm good, man. You know what's really funny? If I banned this fucking idiot right now, he would cry about it, okay? Which would be, you know, kind of cop-like. He'd be like, oh my God, I would not. Yes, you would. Shut up. Here you go. Okay, well then, bye-bye. I do still want to unban him because, you know, I want to hear him chirp. Meanwhile, these guys get to ban you from life with no repercussions. He said, try harassing fucking law-abiding tax-paying citizens for a week, dude. Then you'll understand how difficult it is.
I completely completely on the roadway there, sir.
Okay, has anybody asked me to move?
If the DA was 200 IQ, he would say what he's doing instead of being a debate lord. No, he has every right to push back against this kind of shit. I'm fully in favor of this police on police violence right now.
Do they have to ask you to move if it's private property?
Okay, but there's also a public easement right here.
Oh, it's a public, because this is the city of Blanchard Road, so it's a public easement?
No, the side of the road is.
Oh, because this is the city of Blanchard Road, so therefore make a city easement of a city road, right?
What are you trying to accomplish?
What I'm trying to, all I want to do, sir, is identify you.
The cop is getting more and more ridiculous. He's obviously just trying to find any excuse to charge the man with something just because he is annoyed with him. And if that isn't scary enough, it starts to get worse.
I haven't done anything.
Okay.
You understand that by not identifying yourself appropriately.
Like the only crime in so many police interactions that the civilians commit is just the crime of annoying a cop. That's it. It's just like not respecting a cop unconditionally. Like that's the crime. That's the gravest threat.
Really, as requested by the officer, is illegal.
Okay. Obstruction. That's a secondary charge. Okay, I have to be, for you to ID me in the state of Oklahoma, I have to be suspected of crime.
Well, you're already on your trespassing.
Somebody has called in that you're suspected. Shut up. Somebody has called in.
You don't tell me to shut up.
I'll tell you what I want to tell you.
Okay, you're not going to
Here's the
tell
deal.
me. I'm
Somebody called us
47,
in.
48.
I don't care how old you are.
You're not going to sit there and tell me to shut up.
It's insane that the officers are being so unprofessional. They just can't accept that the lawyer
Is it that insane, honestly, that they're being so unprofessional? Because it feels like it's part of the trade, you know?
is beating them at their own game. He refuses to back down no matter what they
I don't think this guy is really a DA, by the way. I think the AI narrator is wrong, because I feel like if he was a DA, he would have popped off a long time ago.
tell him, until finally one of the cops calls another attorney for help.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. Sorry to bother you. I got a random question for you, though. I'm dealing with something right now.
Yeah.
So I got called out to an address.
Wait, he phoned in? He phoned in for help?
For a suspicious vehicle, and gentleman's parked in a black pickup. He's from Oklahoma City, but he won't give me his name and tells me he doesn't have to give me his driver's license because he's not done anything wrong.
Driving a vehicle?
Well, he's parked right now.
Well, technically, there's no obligation for him to identify.
Dumbass. He hit the lifeline, and the lifeline was like, yeah, you're in the wrong, dumbass.
Himself. I mean, unless you've got reasonable suspicion that he's committing a crime. There's no compelled ID statute in Oklahoma. I have to think about. I mean, do you have anything else to suggest that he might be involved in something illicit?
He asked if he was free to leave, and I said, no, at this time. I have my emergency equipment activated, and I'm trying to investigate.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going to drive away, absolutely. But like, enough you can be, you can have, or he's driving and he's operating a motor vehicle, but you don't have a traffic light.
Well, I follow him out of town until I get one.
Even after getting caught.
Oh my God. Oh God, he's such a fucking piece of shit. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh God, cops are such assholes, dude.
Confirmation that he was wrong, and there's no law requiring the lawyer to identify himself in this situation. The cop is so petty that he is willing to follow him out of town until he commits a traffic violation. Unfortunately, things continue to escalate even more when the chief of police arrives at the scene.
Huh? He hasn't violated.
Look at him! Bro, the theory stands. Yo, the more thumb-like you are, the higher you get elevated in cop land. Yeah, we had to bring in the head hog.
Really a crime, that's a problem.
Are you investigating a crime?
Possibly.
He's doing his duty, right?
Okay.
The officers have a legal right to make contact with you based on call.
And I don't
If
have
you're
to
obstructing
answer
that,
Bro, the entire precinct is here. Go ahead, chat. Tell me, where's that? Oh fuck, we banned that one chatter. God, I want to unban him because I want to hear what he has to say about how this is a good use of police funds, and that these guys are doing. Yeah, I'm gonna unban him. I hope he's still in the chat. I want to hear what his dumbass has to say. This is why I don't fucking. This is why I let pets in, bro. They brought the entire precinct. They brought the entire precinct. Yeah, I am here. They brought the entire fucking precinct to investigate these matters. Okay. Excuse me, sir. We're about to call the FBI. Why? Because you made one of my officers feel small. How dare you? How dare you make my officer feel small? He already has imposter syndrome.
I'm not here to listen to you. I'm here to tell you what's going on. Okay? I don't care if you record me.
This whole interaction.
We've all got cameras
I don't
on. This isn't
care.
the problem.
Okay, you're obstructing an officer from doing his duty, so now you're under arrest, unless you want to cooperate. Okay? That's the way it goes.
Look, all I'm trying to do, man, if you're PI, no big deal. We'll get out of here. We gotta confirm who you are, make sure.
Okay, but, I mean, why do I have to answer questions? I'm here for
An investigation.
If we're doing an investigation, how about you investigate some bitches, dog? Fuck you. God damn. God damn, dude.
I'm just not answering questions.
Can I get your date of birth?
Answer the question.
You're failing to identify yourself.
By law.
You
I
are
have the
failing-
Fifth Amendment right.
You are failing to
I
identify
can answer
yourself.
questions.
Put him in handcuffs.
What law have I done?
Turn around and try to back for a second. You can place investigative detention, okay?
You want to go talk to that neighbor?
Why do you hate cops? Do you think genuinely that all cops are the same? Where do I begin? I think that policing in the United States of America is fundamentally broken. Okay? It's just broken. We just let them loose, and it is entirely a corrupt institution from top to bottom. The system is just broken. You might be like a guy who is like, oh, I want to fucking protect and serve. I watched a lot of Hollywood movies, and I think this is the best job for me. You know, oh man, I can like help my neighborhood. I can save people's lives or whatever the fuck. And you join, and then you go through the academy, and then you become a full-fledged cop, and then you realize slowly but surely, no, you can't do any of those things. Because the job is directly created to not do those things at all. Okay? Do I believe in theory or just in practice in general, like that there is no need for cops? Of course not. I do believe that there is a need for some semblance of law and order. Okay? And a group of people that are going to investigate crimes. Okay? I do. The problem, however, is that that's not what the cops do. Their clearance rates are dog shit. Most of the job is just like harassing random fucking citizens. And also, they have no accountability. So the entire culture is busted. They constantly escalate instead of de-escalating. They never talk to human beings like they're fucking human beings. They have a sense of unearned superiority over other people. And also, they never get any accountability. And also, they're armed to the fucking gills. Like, do you really think that we should let the dumbest, most low IQ motherfuckers roam the streets with arsenals of weapons? Like, do you really think this is a good, solid system? We have the dumbest bullies on the fucking planet roaming the goddamn streets with weapons, and they have a license to kill. They got military equipment, and they literally can just kill you or just take away your freedom. It's so busted. It's so busted. It's so busted. Like, look, I'm a white dude, okay? And in spite of that, I'm still I never feel safe around cops. I don't know how people will be like, no, I don't understand. I feel super safe around cops. Like, I don't. I'm always thinking, that's a motherfucker right there with a gun on his hip, and he could just kill me and probably get away with it. That's the way I think about it because, you know, I see the reality. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how more Americans don't lose their minds over it. Like, because policing as an institution is so unimaginably popular. Like, this community is one of the very few places where people unconditionally are like, yeah, nah, fuck cops. You know, cops are shitty. And it's kind of wild because this is one of the issues where I'm like diametrically opposed to the majority of Americans in my attitude towards this, because it's like, they don't protect, they don't serve, they don't do anything right. They are the most consistently dog shit industry. They're the most consistently dog shit profession in this country. I'm not even talking about like the history of policing and how it was created to protect trade, and you know, it's always main priority has been, you know, commodity extraction, slave catchers, you know, that sort of thing. That's not even, like, I'm not even doing the Marxian analysis here, okay? Even though it is objectively correct. That is what they were designed to do, and that's kind of what they do now as well. But, like, I just want cops to do their fucking jobs. You know what I mean? Just do your fucking job. And they never do. If a motherfucking fry cook had the same level of failure rating as a cop, they get fired. When you're a cop, if you're fat enough, they make you the fucking police chief. So yeah, I don't really like this, okay? I think this shit is fucked up. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't understand how people turn around and be like, nah, man, I feel super safe next to the most racist guy you've ever seen. Like the dude that you go to school with, okay? The dude that you go to school with, like the high school bully that you went to school with, that is the dumbest fucking guy, just dumb as bricks, okay? That guy now has a gun and can just fucking kill you and get away with it. And you're over here being like, nah, this system is great. I don't understand. This makes me feel very safe. It's ridiculous. And there's still motherfuckers in the chat chirping at me, being like, dude, I don't understand. Where's that guy? Where's that one fucking guy who's like, you couldn't walk up, you couldn't live a day in the shoes of a cop. What was his name? Veritasium or whatever? Virgo Genesis. I don't think it's fair to say that they don't have any accountability, especially now that everything is recorded. They're super careful too about what they do. Yeah, they're super careful, dude. Yeah. Notice how they're being recorded right now and they're still behaving in the dog shit ways that they are, because it doesn't matter when you're wrong. Okay. I'm not generalizing. I just know more than you. I'm sorry. They're super careful about what they do. Yeah. They're super carefully fucking brutalizing teenagers. You know what I mean? It's a shit job. Okay, then quit. Oh, it's a shit job? Quit. Fuck you mean? I think you just see the extremes and base your opinion off that. Yeah, extremes. No other fucking OECD nation where there is a militant group of people that are unaccountable that kill 1,000 civilians a year. 1,000. Cops kill 10,000 pets a year, dog. Get the fuck out of here. They're super careful to do that, though. Hey, they're killing 10,000 dogs a year. They're killing 1,000 humans a year, okay? But hey, that's just, you know, you're being extreme. You're being extreme. It's not even in the top 20 most dangerous professions in the goddamn country. Not even in the top 20. They barely make it into the top 20 on bad years where they get like 17, okay? 7 fucking teen, number 17. If you had a system where landscapers, the #1 most dangerous profession in the United States of America, could just be like, sorry, my job is real dangerous, I could just dome you. You'd be like, this is madness, this is chaos. We can't ever let this happen ever again. Can you imagine if pizza delivery drivers could just be like, I felt unsafe, so I just shot him in the head? They have a significantly more dangerous job than cops do. Where's that statistic coming from? Bureau of Labor Statistics, motherfucker. Yeah, here's more facts. 219 dogs a day are killed by cops. They lose $13 million worth of handguns a year. And this is before we get to all the worst shit, like planting drugs or rampant corruption within certain forces. Like, I mean, look at Baltimore. Baltimore is a great example. Half of the fucking departments that get investigated by Obama's woke DOJ were found to be guilty of racial discrimination and a litany of other insane practices that they were just doing. Policing is a gang, okay? Yeah, this is before we look at civil asset forfeiture. Don't get me started on cops, man. Come on.
Right there. He has the garage door to let me into the house so I can get a photograph of the inside of that garage door.
That's all you had to say from the beginning, man.
I don't have to tell you that. Don't you guys understand what my rights are?
Nobody said you have to tell us that. What we said is that you have to identify yourself. You do have to identify yourself.
Police used to be the 17th most dangerous job, and that was in the low 20s as of 2023. Yeah. Improvements.
Trespassing. That's #1.
Okay, sir.
To be transparent,
Peeping Tom, for all we know. Okay, for all we know.
Projection. He said, you might be a peeping Tom. Phantom in the chat, by the way. Oh, shit. What did he say? Oh, my God. I just hate pulling over on a dark street. Genuinely get nervous. Hey, what's up, Phantom? He saw me fucking talk shit about cops and dipped out. He's like, never mind.
That's right. And in doing that, we have to identify you. We do.
No. You can ask for my identification. I am not legally required to give it to you.
Except that you are.
Shortly after this, the lawyer was released and no charges were brought against him. It is only because of his clear knowledge of his rights that he was able to get out of this position without being arrested.
Yeah, June 28, 2005, Supreme Court ruled on Monday the police did not have a constitutional duty to protect the person from harm. Even a woman who had obtained a court-issued protective order against a violent husband making an arrest for a mandatory violation. Yeah. That famous Supreme Court case came after cops refused to stop a stabber in a fucking in a New York City subway station where the dude was getting stabbed in front of cops and they got too scared to do anything. Okay? And he had to literally stop the stabber himself. He got stabbed in the fucking hand in front of cops. And they didn't do shit. They were too scared. And the Supreme Court was like, oh, you have no constitutional duty to fucking protect and serve. You don't have to put your life on the line. Then what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, he got stabbed in the head. Oh, wrong case. This is a case when a woman's husband kidnapped and killed her and himself after the first. Told him he was going to say... What? Dude, you got so excited to type this, you just fucked it up. I don't even know what you tried to say here.
But in this next case, the lawyer even has to go up against other attorneys to make sure that his client is protected. After being charged with a DUI, this individual decided to fight against it in court. As his defense attorney prepared to handle this case in court, the prosecution questioned an officer involved in the case.
Would you estimate how many DUI stops or investigations you've been a part of?
Oh my God, I forgot to mention DUIs. Cops fucking love DUIs. That's the other thing. That's another fucking famous... Yeah, none of these lawyers are a 200 IQ, by the way. They're not even owning the cops. I wanted to see some real fucking police ownage.
Since being with Radcliffe, at least.
Approximately 25.
Okay, just over the past year or so that
Yes.
you've been... All right. Now, did you have specialized training in DUI investigations?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
just what they have at the DOC.
At the academy, though?
Yes, just
Yes.
the
All right.
2 weeks DUI training.
Combining the simple questions with the officer's ability to answer them so easily, the whole situation starts to seem incredibly suspicious. Witnesses aren't typically this fluent and relaxed, which makes the defense approach this cross-examination in a very direct manner.
Officer Sutherland, did you, prior to your testimony, which began at approximately 3:10 p.m., have you had any conversation with the prosecutor?
Excuse me. I can't see the witness.
The prosecution quickly asks defense attorney Larry Foreman to move the podium right as he asks if the officer had talked to the prosecution beforehand. Though this could be a genuine request, it could also be an attempt at throwing Foreman off by interrupting his hard-hitting question.
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
Have you had any conversation with the prosecutor?
Yes, I have had conversation, and he made it very clear that we are not to discuss anything that was happening in here.
He doesn't let their request deter him, though, as he repeats the question incredibly slowly to show just how serious he is about this matter. The fact that the officer felt the need to clarify that, though she had spoken with the prosecution earlier, they hadn't discussed the trial is a major mistake on her part, as all it's going to do now is make Foreman even more suspicious, which is exactly what it does.
While you're outside, how many additional police cruisers arrived on scene?
I don't recall any other cruisers that were on the scene. I've looked at our dispatch calls for service logs. I didn't see anybody else call out there, and we have a very strict policy. If your boots hit the ground, radio better know where you're at. And I don't recall anybody else calling out there. I don't remember seeing any other vehicles in the area.
So it is your testimony to these, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today, that there were only 2 police cruisers at 1204 West Lincoln Trail Boulevard at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, that's.
Thank you.
Do not recall any other vehicles out there.
While being questioned by the prosecution, this officer was able to remember a majority of the details that they asked them to provide. But suddenly, when the defense approaches and starts to ask for specifics, the officer cannot recall them. She continuously uses the word recall to ensure that if it is revealed that she isn't telling the truth about something, she can simply state that she didn't recall that. It's a flimsy mechanism, but she might believe that this ensures her safety in case the prosecution's case
This video's kind of dog, dude. Like, yeah. I mean, it's classic.
completely falls apart, which is exactly what Foreman is trying to do here.
I would like to discuss very briefly, you have followed Lieutenant McLeod's SUV as he was leaving, correct? No. You were not at the scene where the field sobriety tests were conducted by Mr. Symington.
Shut up. It was, I don't know the exact time.
Thank you, bro. Bring back JCS. I can't. We don't have JCS. I've already watched every JCS out there.
But I stayed behind while he left, and I had heard his location on the radio, so shortly after he had began his traffic stop, I had headed in his direction.
Did you...
Evidence. While the conclusion to the arrested on previous cases dealt with somewhat reasonable interactions between lawyers and police officers, the case of Beatrice Bijou involved cops dealing with a completely insane attorney.
I can try and kill you.
That's not going to go well.
Yes, it will go well.
Bijous was arrested on February 22nd, 2022 after running over 4 individuals with her car.
What?
When the police...
What do you mean 200 IQ lawyer destroys corrupt cop? Is this person even a lawyer? They're like a serial killer.
Started interrogating her, she surprised them with her overwhelming confession.
What are my charges?
Probably 4 counts of aggravated battery and another count of aggravated assault.
Okay. I attempted to murder that woman.
Well, conferred with the state attorney and they don't want to charge attempted murder.
What is happening in this YouTube video, bro? What is going on? What?
Right now.
Yeah, that's not a 200 IQ move, but let's see how this goes.
But if you're adamant, you know, you can always explain that to your defense attorney, but I'm sure they're going to.
No, I want the attempted murder charge.
You want the attempted murder charge?
Yeah, because I tried to kill her.
What? We are documenting.
And I would like to walk out of here right now.
Well, the two don't go hand in hand. Okay?
What?
You can't try to kill people and then just walk free. So
I can try and kill you.
That's not going to go well.
Yes, I'm going to kill as many people as I can.
You can already tell from the first interaction that there's something else going on with Beatrice. Threatening to kill an officer and as many people as she could is not something a regular suspect would say, let alone an attorney. The detective manages to calm her down by offering to charge her with an attempted murder, then proceeds to try and figure out what is going on.
We've had a big day today. One of the things that worried me is someone said that you heard voices. What can you tell me about that?
Oh, 200 IQ. Watch this space, Chaz. She's going for an insanity plea.
Yeah, I've been hearing voices telling me to kill myself and to kill other people. I have a gun at my parents' house right now.
Okay.
And my brother took it away. Okay. He put it in his safe.
Okay.
I've been trying to kill myself for quite some time. I moved to Texas. And I tried to kill myself in Texas and it didn't work. I tried to shoot myself and the gun didn't go off.
Okay.
And then I tried to do it again.
How long ago was that?
Last year. Okay. Around April 2021.
What was that noise?
The fact that Bijous feels the need to turn herself in.
What the fuck was that noise?
And express just how unstable she is right now to law enforcement shows that, thankfully, she's not too far gone. As she continues to tell her story, it becomes even more clear just how badly Bijous needs help.
I got diagnosed with bipolar and schizophrenia.
Okay. When was that diagnosis?
2019.
Okay.
And it ruined my life.
Okay.
I've been in and out of mental institutions. I think this is last year was the 4th one and they locked me up for an extended period of time. Where are they going to take me after this?
I'm not sure what's going to happen next.
Bro, this is not, and I mean this in all sincerity, a 200 IQ move. I'm not going to lie. This doesn't come across like a 200 IQ move at all.
I'm really not sure. Okay?
I want to take my own life right now.
Oh, that's not good. And I would like to talk to you, but like I said, when you...
Can I speak to a doctor?
We're probably going to get you a doctor to talk to, at least to start with.
The fact that Bijous is taking the initiative to get treated for these illnesses is interesting at this point, as she continues to show how she's completely willing to cooperate with law enforcement. After spending a long stretch of time trying to make Bijous feel comfortable so that they can continue to hear what she has to say, the investigator starts to get a better understanding of her state of mind.
The voices told me to do something to my little niece this morning.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Turn it into a shirt.
Good. Well, you have control over it. You got to keep control over it. I don't know what all the answers are. This is, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist.
Bro, it's crazy. If you just tell cops that you got the ultra instinct and you got a taste for blood, they become so much more reasonable and amicable with you, it seems. What is happening? This is the most like cops like me too, man. You know, honestly, I can relate to that. I can totally relate to that. Who amongst us has not seen Red, you know? This is just... Bro became empathetic. Yeah. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen. I would not have expected a thumb-like cop like this to behave this way.
I'm a psychiatrist, so I don't know what all the answers are, but those are the people that can help you at least get to some semblance of normalcy.
Yeah, I thought about killing my little niece.
Yeah. How are you going to do that?
I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay. We don't have to talk about that.
Most likely by...
She said, we don't have to talk about it. I'm going to tell you exactly how I would do it, though. I got to pee.
drowning.
Her sudden change from not wanting to talk about her thoughts of killing her niece and then immediately providing him with an explanation on how she would have gone through with it could be a cause for concern, as if she cannot control her own mind here. After the interrogation slowly dies down and the investigator feels content with the amount of information he's received, he leaves and Bijous is then transported to the local prison. Beatrice was later charged with attempted first-degree murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and fleeing police. She pleaded not guilty to these charges and was later found not guilty by way of insanity. She was committed to a mental health institution for treatment. While all previous cases ended peacefully, the final case of Claire Hall takes a violent twist and shows what happens when a lawyer thinks she's a lot smarter than she actually is.
Get your hands off me right now! Oh my God! Stop!
Attorney Hall arrived on the scene of an accident she wasn't even involved in and immediately started interfering with the cops' investigation.
Yeah, the key's stuck. Okay. It's broken.
Are you gonna, well, so you think he's gonna take him to the scene or will he just...
Are you...
I'm not, no, I'm on the phone with his father.
Yeah, it's something like that. But
How many cars are involved right now?
Not mine, that's mine.
All right, we need to get that off the road. All right, can we get that into the parking lot?
Yeah.
We'll take care of him, man.
I'll make you second.
I'm just trying to tell his father. So,
Okay, well, we're in the middle of the highway, right? So,
All right, can you move your car, please? Thank you. My man, is your car drivable?
yes.
All right, we're gonna get it off to the side of the road, all right?
All I'm saying is I can leave. I just want to tell his father.
You don't have to leave, just move your car.
Though she is trying to communicate with the teenager's father about the incident, she is interrupting the officers while they are trying to make sure that they handle this situation correctly. Quickly, the officers become frustrated with her constant interjections and decide that they cannot continue to be patient with her.
Is that your mom?
No.
No?
You want to talk to his father here? Why don't you talk to his father?
I'm working. Can you please go sit in your car? You have nothing to do with
His
this
father,
scene. I
he's
understand.
A minor. I'm an attorney because he's a minor. You need to tell me, is he going to be here?
I don't need to tell you anything. I'm going to arrest you in a second if you don't get in your car. Do you understand me?
Wait, how'd she get away? I was pissing. Wait, she didn't even get away. Damn, dude. 200 IQ. This video sucked. Yeah, I mean, she hit an insanity plea.